Hey guys, it's me, NRB12341 here, and today we're going to be taking a look at the new Transformers Studio Series brought to us by Takara Tomy, along with Hasbro, Transformers Bumblebee Movie, Deluxe Class Bumblebee. For the packaging, we have a nice open window of Bumblebee, along with all of his accessories showcased in the box here, which we will review later in the video. We have a nice artwork of Bumblebee from the Bumblebee movie, the Transformers Bumblebee Movie logo right here, which every figure has. We have the Transformers Studio Series figure, the number 18 right there, which is the figure number that he is. We have Bumblebee right here, Hasbro logo along with the Takara Tomy logo, the Transformers Autobot Generation symbol, Transformers along the side here. For the side of the box, we have a nice artwork of Bumblebee, which has him with his little listening to a radio of some sort, which kind of is funny. On the back of the box, we have the three other figures showcased in this wave. We also have Bumblebee with his accessories in his robot as well as his vehicle mode. We also have a nice backdrop, which we will review later in the video. Also a bio of Bumblebee. Says he transforms into 22 steps. For the other side of the box, the same artwork that's right here, Bumblebee. Studio Series number 18. On the top, it has the continuation of the little window here, Transformers Bumblebee. But for the packaging, that's about it. So let's go get this guy out here, and we'll actually see the figure. We have the new Transformers Studio Series Bumblebee Movie Deluxe Class Bumblebee opened up and out of its packaging, transformed into vehicle mode, and here it is. Just looking at the toy, you get an understanding of how much detail they put into this. The transformation from robot to vehicle mode is extremely irritating, and because of so, I'm not going to showcase it in this video, any of the transformation, but I will probably eventually make a video of all the transformations I've missed. But so far, since I'm just starting to get used to the toy, I will not be showcasing it since it may be a bit difficult, but it's not that difficult for most people. It's just difficult to do it on camera, so I'll do it for you guys another time. Anyway, so here is the Bumblebee movie toy, and just looking at it, it looks very well done. And again, I love the Volkswagen Beetle. It is just so nice that someone's finally giving an homage to G1 like this, and it just looks good. The Studio Series line has looked good, and of course, as you can see, I've mistransformed it a bit because it's just been difficult to tab everything in, but this is how it is. So, as you can, problem number one, when you look under the undercarriage, you can definitely see Bumblebee. You can see his head. I mean, it doesn't look too much like arms, but you can definitely see those are legs and everything. But it still rolls pretty well, so it looks like it would restrict it, but it really doesn't. And even like that, you can kind of see it. I mean, you could probably push it a bit more, like even, yeah, on that side as well. And also looking in, you can see all the kibble here. Now, I don't know if this is intentional, but as you can see over here, there's a mirror. On the other side, there isn't. That might be the idea since it's like an old vehicle in the movie, I don't know. But anyway, here are the two. There's also two nicely done in black, vibrant looking windshield wipers. So, you know, there's that. There's also, of course, now the whole Beetle, I should say, has a sort of metallic shininess to it. You can now see Takara coming in with the paint here. And you know, actually, the tires actually do have a bit of a, like, they've got a bit of detail on them. As you can just, looking at that, you can kind of see a bit of detail. Of course, it's like a flat tire here, but anyway, let's get down to comparisons. So bringing in for comparison, we have a recent review I did on the Transformers Prime Deluxe Class Vehicle General. So here we have that. And I do have the Last Night Bumblebee and Hot Rod, but I'll do them in robot mode since they are not in vehicle mode at this moment. But as you can see, tremendously bigger. And even they're both deluxes. Like, look at that. Like that's a huge difference. And yeah. I guess this is like a jet car, everything, but so you can definitely tell that, like, he is much smaller, and that's accurate to the movie. I mean, we are paying $30 for this, but it's a normal, it's for the price of a normal deluxe class, which it is, but it's supposed to be this small in the movie, so I can't complain. So here's this, and another comparison we get, we'll just bring in the RID Warrior Class Blur here. And Blur is giant to him. Like, look at that. Look at that. That's just... Of course, this is a newer looking Cybertronian car. This is an old Volkswagen Beetle, but still, looking at that there. But overall, it's a very it's an actual very nice, detailed, nicely detailed vehicle mode. And just, like, there are the headlights there. Get a little idea of that. They've got a bit of a translucent touch to them. The back has this little red lights, and you can see it's like the trunk there, and it's got this isn't done in a plasticky gray, which I'm not much of a fan of, but you can definitely, they could have done something to hide this head, like turn it around. You could actually, I don't know if you could do that, you might be able to, but you could probably turn it around, I don't know, but it's just there. It's there. I know you don't display it like that, but it's there. But not too bad. It's an actual decent, it's a decent figure. I don't have, here, I'll bring for another comparison. We have the Transformers Combiner Wars, Combiner set, Bruticus. We'll bring in Vortex here. Again, much bigger than Bumblebee. Like, just looking at that, that's just much bigger. But that's pretty much it for his vehicle mode, so let's get down to his robot mode now. And here we have Bumblebee back in his robot mode. So, as we can see, he looks like a really decent figure. Overall, of course, we'll review these accessories in a minute here, but overall, it looks like a really nice, figure. Now, all these Studio Series, figures do come with backdrops. Bumblebee's, as you can see, has been taken out, which they just store it behind there. Oh, he fell over. They just store it behind there like so. So you can just get that. Here is the backdrop, and if you haven't seen the trailers already, I recommend you go watch them. This is Charlie's Garage, which is kind of cool. You see a car there, some tools, and a window up there. Looks pretty nice. And it's kind of nice for displaying, because you can kind of just, stand him there, and if you want to, you can give him some of his accessories. Just have them there. And just to review this really quickly, we got the Transformers Bumblebee logo down there, the Generations, Transformers there, Studio Series right here, number 18. It's just cardboard on the back. But it looks really nice. It's got this little display thing here. So we're just going to put that off to the side. And so here is Bumblebee. Of course, I already showed the backdrop when he was in his vehicle mode, so you can display it either way. Now, for comparison, we're going to get Bumblebee here, and we're going to bring in his Last Night counterpart. And honestly, as you can see, the Last Night one, again, the back heavy, the Last Night one is taller, definitely taller than him. Of course, it's not as stable. It may have less kibble on the back of him, but it is less stable because of the feet. I like this guy much better. He's, looks a lot more like Bumblebee should. Of course, I don't like the Michael Bay films. And here, just seeing this Bumblebee, it's like, I don't like it. It doesn't look very nice. Looks accurate, but not like that. Right there, the feet, that's a problem. So, getting him out of the way. Now, for another comparison, here we have him with Autobot Hot Rod. His brother, if this movie is tied into the Michael Bay films. And you can see Hot Rod for Deluxe is tremendously bigger than Bumblebee. And these are the same price. Same price. It's ridiculous. So it's more movie accurate, but much smaller than Hot Rod is here. Of course, this is my first Studio Series figure, so I do not have any other Studio Series ones to compare them with. But yeah, so that's about it for the comparisons. Now, for the detailing on this figure, it looks really good. The yellow is really broken up a lot throughout the figure with the silver, as you can see right here on his feet, and just on his shins, and just right up here, maybe plasticky, but you can see, of course, a lot of the car parts on him. He looks really good, and just looking like he's got the little spikes like the movie, that kind of replicate his G1 spikes he had. He's got a really nice looking face. Now for articulation, His head is sort of on a ball joint, so it can move like that, alright? And it can kind of move up and down, not too terribly well. Not really at all. But you can kind of get it to move a bit. But so, guys, since I do not have any other Studio Series figures, I cannot compare him to any of the other ones. I will be getting some soon, though, so we will do a bunch of reviews. Now, for the figure, honestly, the detail is very, very well done. It's just the yellow is broken up with all the silver, and it's not plasticky gray. Like, even that's got a bit of it. It's not too bad. That's probably the worst part of it. But it also has this nice little shines, kind of a translucent bit on his car lights. So yeah, it looks really good. Of course, it is still that Last Night mold, but it's very different. It's not exactly the same. Now, of course, he does, for articulation, his head is on a bit of a ball joint. It can move up and down like so, kind of. Can turn all the way around, both ways. Okay, and the face, by the way, it looks really nice. Just the little spikes with the G1 kind of homage to it. It looks really good. Now, his shoulders can move all the way up like so. They can now how they do that is, as you can see here, it's for the transformation, sort of. They do that, but also this ball joint moves. So the ball joint moves to here, and that moves up there, so it's like that. Then you do get a bend at the elbow, and you can get it to do that. Yeah, see, that's a problem, is the little wrists, is the hands. Now, the hands are not on a swivel of any kind, which is kind of unfortunate, but they do bend for the transformation a bit. So to do that, there is a waist swivel in there, like so. There's a bit of a waist swivel, so that adds a lot to the figure, so you can kind of get them like that, which adds a lot to the figure. Now it does get a lot of articulation. Of course, it's on a ball joint. They aren't too terribly loose. Gets a nice high kick, back kick, and a bend at the knee as well. No knee movement, no upper knee movement, unfortunately. But that's not too bad. And then we get a feet swivel, which lets you get him into some really cool looking poses, really good poses. So he looks really good like that, I think. So just kind of getting him into a pose, sort of. Sorry, it's just a little bit there. Kind of like that. You can kind of get him like that, using all the joints and movement he has. And it adds a lot to the figure for display purposes, using the backdrop if you want to, or just putting him on a shelf with some other Studio Series figures. Now, we are getting a drop kick, I believe, and who knows, they're probably going to release Shatter and maybe even a Blitzwing, hopefully a Blitzwing. Maybe some of the Cybertron characters as well. We're not sure yet. But, so, that's pretty much it for the articulation. Now, one more thing I forgot to mention is that these little wings do kind of flap in and out like they usually can do. But besides that, that's kind of it for articulation. Now, for his accessories, he comes with 3. He comes with his little battle mask, he comes with a little saw, and he comes with this little gun that he has. And the gun, actually, give you a nice look at that. It's got a nice silver to it. Let me just let it focus. Come on. There. So you can see there's a nice bit of black. Unfortunately, it kind of just splatters onto the yellow, and it doesn't look very good. There's a hole there. It's got the yellow, and then it's got silver to it. And there's a little bit of a hole in there, actually, so just kind of bringing that like so. There's a bit of detail, but honestly, the paint's not very well done, unfortunately. Now, you can do, as you can see, it's got these 2 holes, and the saw has these other 2, like, pegs. You can peg that on, and that kind of looks weird, but you can do that if you want. And speaking of that, how you attach the saw on is the exact same way, so you just kind of peg it on, and you can tuck his hand away. And he has a little saw. So it's kind of cool. It's not very long, it's kind of small, but it works. Now, how do you plug on this little cannon? So how are you going to plug on this cannon is you're going to want to take the little cannon thing, as just like kind of the last night one, but a little bit better, is you just pull off this arm. You're going to feel like you're breaking it, but you're not. So you just want to pull it off like that, and it's got a little hole on it, so you can plug it back on really easily. You want to take that off, so then you want to take the cannon, and you just want to replace it like that, and just plug it in. Like that. Just like so. Here, just might take a little while, but like that, and there you have his little cannon. And despite his small size, I'm impressed. A lot of people are saying that is just, oh, that fell out. Despite his small size, he is a really good figure, and he is. The detail paid attention to him is really nice, and he just has a really nice look to him. He's very small, but he looks really good. And, you know, it's pretty interesting. He's really expensive, though. These deluxes are getting more expensive by the line. Every line is getting expensive. The last night ones, a Voyager, was like $40. Those exclusives, Infernicus and Skeletron, were like $40 each. Of course, they've gone down a bit, I'm pretty sure. But like Bumblebee here, this little thing was $30. It's ridiculous. Plus tax, not even including tax. It's ridiculous. So anyway, you're going to want to move him back there, and I'm going to show you the battle mask. So, it's a little tiny yellow thing with, like, it's got a wasp face. Now, the spikes are kind of flattened down, which is kind of interesting. It's got little blue, it's got blue. It's not a lot of detail. You can see there's molded detail, but it's not a lot of paint on it. So, it's interesting. You can see that's Hasbro coming in. So, you know, so yeah, that's his little battle mask. Now, how you're going to want to attach it on is you're going to take this, and there's this little crease you'll see here. You're going to want to find a way to pull it off, and you're going to just want to plug that on. I'm not going to do it. I don't want to break the figure, but you just want to pull that off and just plug on the mask. It's simple, but anyway, so yeah, that's what you're going to want to do. So, I'm not going to do it, like I said, but anyway, this is pretty much it for the Bumblebee figure. So, overall, it's a really nice figure. I definitely recommend you pick it up. If you're a fan of Transformers, if you're a fan of the Bumblebee movie, definitely pick this guy up because he is very nice looking. Now, there were a few of them that I saw at the store, one that didn't have as much paint. The silver was a bit more plasticky. So really look at the one that you're getting if you want to get a nice one like this. So, let's just, I'll just cut it and we'll discuss the final verdict. So overall, this figure is a really nice figure. It's again, for its small size, it works really well. And it comes with 3 accessories, which are not too bad. They're pretty good, honestly. And the figure looks really nice. Of course, it has the battle mask, and there are more coming. There's a Shatter for sure. Not Shatter, Dropkick. I keep mixing them up. But there's a Dropkick definitely coming. Shatter, we're not sure about. But they are triple changers, and the Dropkick is a helicopter, so they might be doing what they did for Drift. So anyway, this movie is looking pretty good so far, and I can't wait to see it, and I can't wait to review the rest of the Studio Series figures that get released for Bumblebee, as well as all the other ones that are coming out. So, overall, I rate this figure probably a 7 out of 10. Probably because the transformation isn't very fun. It's very finicky. The difficulty to get the mask on. So it just kind of 7 out of 10. That's what I rate this figure. But definitely pick him up. So this has been NRB12341, and I hope you guys join me next time. See ya.